I started chess because I'm an artist. I didn't want to just win. I wanted the feeling of success. I wanted the image, the glamour. We all do. Beth Harmon buying all the clothes she can ever wear, beautifully stretched across an auburn carpet, smoking into oblivion. We love the romanticism, the high of the wind, the cinematic moment where everyone who ever doubted is proven wrong. I've observed the celebrities of this world up close, working in tournaments as a DGT board operator, then some other strange niche jobs, and now as a social media chess content manager for companies. I sat in a room with Sarwan for 3 days and listened to many grandmaster stories with eagerness. At a tournament, they have star status. Their legends are passed down from parent to child. They carry themselves with a certain weight because in that room, they are gods. But then they walk out the front door. They walk out into the street and they are no one. They dedicate their lives to this art. They spend every waking moment studying. People know Hikaru, Carlsen, most famously Fischer, but a small number of people actually value their games. I've asked active players if they knew who the Polgar sisters are. They don't. Do I know the top hockey player or the table tennis champion? No. A grandmaster once told me after a week of teaching at an elite chess camp that he was going back home to sit with a student for 10 hours straight. He said this kind of level of study cannot be done alone. Think about that dedication. That is medical school level effort. That is bar exam intensity. The elite at the top have sponsorships and millions, but for everyone else, this is a financial dead end. We're pouring thousands of hours into a game that for 99% of masters won't even pay the rent. You're chasing a ghost of success that could easily be found in any other career, basically. Masters spend their days playing because it's the only thing they know how to do, hoping to take home a meager prize from a weekend tournament that might, if they're lucky, cover their grocery bill. We study these masters games in chess camps, on our own, in close-knit small groups. We roll our eyes at beginner players who come to our clubs thinking they are so good because they learned how the pieces move. We've created a strange, insular world to justify the sacrifices of our time and more. I've seen players break down and cry. I know a woman of him whose coach had to literally grab her off a bridge that she was trying to jump off of after a bad tournament. I spent my own nights staring at the ceiling, unable to sleep because of a loss where I was so close. And for what? When I introduce myself, people are impressed by my chemistry degree. But I have to admit, chess has given me something the degree couldn't. Immediate respect in the male-dominated field of STEM. Specifically, white men, but it doesn't really matter. When these men find out my rating, I immediately become 50 times more interesting. They ask me how to break their 1300 ceiling on chess.com. They want to know the secret to the calculation they can't master. Chess has helped me in the real world. But for the masters in the tournament halls, sometimes there is no other world. They spend their free time obsessing over the next game, playing simply because it is all they know how to do. Maybe they will find a student that will pay next month's rent. Maybe they will win a tournament that will be forgotten by next week. And maybe it is just a game.